What's up, my soldiers? This is Bob Leon. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about being in a relationship in the Air Force. Now, I have a little bit of experience with this. I've been in 2 relationships in the Air Force. Both of them, I'll get to that in a second. Well, pretty much dating in the Air Force is pretty simple. Like, it's just like dating in college or dating in high school or something like that. Or just in like the regular civilian world as an adult. You're just dating other people. Now, there are a few rules. Naturally, being in the military, there are always rules for everything. So you can't date sergeants. You can't date people who are in charge of you. And you can't date officers. That's pretty much the only 2 rules with it. Now, say you're like me and you're like an aircraft maintainer and you want to date somebody and they're like a staff sergeant or something like that over in medical. They aren't in charge of you, so that's okay. As long as they aren't directly ahead of you in your chain of command, then it's okay. It gets to the point where it kind of works itself out where you wouldn't be dating the master sergeant anyway. A, that's weird. B, that person's going to be like 10 or 15 years older than you, so that's also kind of strange. So my first relationship in the Air Force actually was carried over from my civilian life. We were dating since high school and we kind of just continued it on. You know, basic training, we wrote letters to each other and we kind of just kept it moving. It's really not that hard to carry out a long-term relationship in this day and age. You got technology, you got Skype, you got FaceTime, you got instant messaging. You have all these ways to communicate with someone. Even scheduling, you could be on the opposite side of the world, and if you really want to make that relationship work, you can make time to FaceTime. Most jobs in the Air Force, it's just typical like 9 to 5 hours. Some jobs, you are working at night, but you can still work through it. You might only get to talk to that person, a few hours a day, but you get to still talk to that person. So me and her, we carried out that relationship. There was really no problems with communication or anything. The only problem was, other things that caused us to break up. Those reasons will go unnamed in case she's watching this video. My second relationship in the Air Force was actually back in Minot, and I was actually doing this thing called Bay Orderly when I met this chick. Bay Orderly is when you just stay in your dorms for a week and you basically just clean your entire dorms instead of going to work. So I was on Bay O, I met this chick when she was passing through the hallways. We started talking and then we just started hanging out. Next thing you know, we started dating. It's kind of nice to date somebody in the dorms because you just have your own room. You can go up to their room if you want to. You can just hang out in the day room or just hang out together. You can go out in town, anything like that. It's just really easy to, stay in touch with each other and kind of just be with each other. So that's nice, but the problem that I had with it was, when you break up or when you find out that that certain person was cheating on you, like in my situation, it's just really bad because, you're constantly around that environment with that person. Every time you step out of your room, like you're thinking like, I'm probably gonna run into this person. You're gonna see this person at the gym. You're gonna see him at the DFAC. You're gonna see him passing in the hallways. You're gonna see their car parked out in the parking lot every time you walk to your room. And so it's just kind of like irritating, and it's just a constant like presence of that person, and you just want to get away, but you really can't. So that brings me to cheating. People in the Air Force, you would think they would be like more moral, integrity first, all this other crap. No. You got the situations where it's, military cheating. In my situation, that was the situation. Again, more personal stuff. So you have that situation, and then you have the other situation where it's a boyfriend or girlfriend who is back at home, and then you have the airman in the Air Force who's been cheating on the whatever. So people cheat, it happens. It's just like your typical, like in the civilian world, people cheat. In the military, people cheat. Like it's exactly the same. The only thing is like if you have a long distance relationship, you just gotta put in the work. You gotta be loyal to that person, and if you have a strong relationship, there should be no problem. Before joining the military, me and my ex-girlfriend, we were kind of like playing with the idea of should we break up now preemptively if we think that we're going to break up in the future, or should we just try to keep this going? And we kind of just had to deal with that. But as it turns out, like it's pretty easy to maintain a relationship. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say about dating. If you guys have any questions about dating, pop them down in the comment box below. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. What's up, guys? It's Bob Leander. So I'm just going to show you guys around real quick where I'm doing my training. So this is the Elmendorf Aero Club. It's located actually on base, like right next to where I work. So that's pretty good. And just come here on, twice a week for 3 hours of class and just learn about aerodynamics. So far we're pretty much learning about, the structure of the aircraft, aerodynamics, radio controls, maps, things like that. So it's been a lot of fun, learning a lot. Most of the stuff I'm familiar with, but I didn't really know as much as I do now. So that's good. So just, I'm going to be a pilot in Alaska, and as soon as I get my license, you guys are going to see like a bunch more footage. I know in my first video when I announced that I was getting my pilot's license, there was no footage, I guess, of me flying or anything, so people were, well, like one person was like disappointed, so whatever. Now you guys are seeing everything, so you know. Well, thank you guys for watching. I got my books. Class is over. I'm getting ready to go home. So I'll see you guys later. Bundle up. It's cold outside. Yeah. Peace.